H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it's Monday, a great, great day. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend. And before we start anything, I want to, my heart go out to all the people in Louisiana, New Orleans, and I know they don't have no lights. I got friends that had to evacuate their homes and come to Houston and come. It's crazy out there, y'all. So my heart go out to them. Pray for them. Make sure we help them as much as we can. It's just crazy. I mean, it's nothing they can do about it. There's hurricanes. We've been through it. So, and I love how our mayor and our people in our city are reaching out to help those people. So let's pray for their safety and everything. Let me get hold up, y'all. Let me shout out to them. Who gonna be the starting five to start off Monday? Hold on. Let me look at the top of this screen. Let's share the show right quick. Let's share the show. Share the show before you, soon as you hit the door. Share the show soon as you get to the. I mean, just make it a habit. Soon as you, everybody. Soon as you log on, just go over there and push share. If you're on YouTube, go over there and push like. Then share it. You can text somebody. You can go and share. You can tweet it. You can tweet it out on YouTube. Like if you go to YouTube and push share, you have an option to tweet it. Let's share the show, man, so a lot of people can get this information. Ruck on the Wood this weekend. I know those guys had a good time. I didn't make it. I told you I limit my my group gatherings like that. I limit myself. I can't do it too much, and I had to go last week because of Money Mike, so I had to go out there. So, but let me shout out to my starting five, the first 5 people to sign up to the Chop Shop feed today on this Monday. Great Monday too. Rod Wells, Dale Griggs, Jonathan Griffin, Kimberly Jackson, and Brandy Nickerson. Boy, them women ain't playing today. Hey, them women ain't playing today. It's Women Rock Monday. And our 6th man of the day is Jeremy Davis. What's up, Thaddeus Moody, all the way from Chicago. Hey, Trey Phillips. What's up, Daryl Anderson? He said, fresh off a cruise in Miami, now headed to Cancun. Let me tell y'all something, man. Hey, Daryl Anderson, when you and your wife get back, I just got to sit down and talk to y'all. I just want to sit down and talk to y'all. Tony, how you doing? How you doing? I love y'all life. Y'all got the best life in the world. Hey, Naisha Phillips. Who else? T.R. Holmes. Let me shout out to my people, man. Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all ain't seen them in a couple of days. Mark Edwards, Karen Thomas, Daryl Barnes, Jessica Brooks. I go Sensei. Oh Lord, it's finna be a rough day. Sensei done popped up. What's that? Corey Willis. Percy Miller, from Sensei. I don't have this from nobody else. Percy Miller just committed to U of H. Okay. I haven't vetted that. I don't know that. That's just showing y'all some. Hold up. Let me let y'all know it wasn't me. I'm going to put it on the screen. What's up, Alfio Beasy out there at the Legacy School of Sports and Science Medical Lab? What's going on out there? What's going on out there, Alfio? Let us know what's going on with your kids out there. Oh, Jameson say he liked this man. I tell you one thing, James. I'm not gonna take the credit for this purple polo. I was off on a golf trip and didn't have. I was off on a trip and didn't have golf gear, and I just got it in the clubhouse. I don't even remember the name of the thing. I got it in the clubhouse. I never forget it. Let me see what's in there. Hold up. Let me know what's going on, Alfio. Hey, Lawrence, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got a shout out to the Battle of the Bands were awesome. That's good. Thank you, Rod Wells. Hey, what's up? What? Oh, Rhonda, look. Hitty Lake. I got to hear from these Lakers today. Okay. All right, Lakers. It's okay, Lakers. Lakers. Now I see how y'all feel. Cause Lakers, let me tell you something. Nessa, we got guys. Nessa, I'm gonna send y'all. I thought I posted. We get a couple of good Memphis get a couple of good not draft picks, recruits, and people going crazy all over they making videos. They making YouTube videos about how Memphis got these kids. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Let me see what. Hey, Ivan Petty Jr. He said, I'm glad you say your sources are good for Master P. I'm just telling you, I put it up there. I just put it up there. It ain't my source. That ain't my source. I was just letting people know. Sensei said that. Sensei 100 said that. Robert Hatter didn't say that. What happened at the Ruck on the Wood? I didn't go. Hey, tell me, y'all, it's the place y'all had during the Ruck on the Wood this weekend. Could y'all please? Oh, TJ Ford Jr. played well. Yeah, yesterday, because I didn't go, I was going to depend on my social media to let me know what was going on. Wasn't nobody tweeting nothing out like they was the last Ruck on the Wood. What was going on at the place, Archie? Whoever was there, what was going on? Why was y'all trying to keep it a secret? What was going on? I know later on, late last night, this morning, I see some stuff. High energy. Why wasn't things being? Oh, Kenneth, thank you, Kenneth Dean. What? Kenneth Dean, can I give me a drink on that one? Thank you, baby. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Kelly. No, Kelly, listen. Kelly, I ain't gonna tell you no story. Kelly, I was hitting that golf ball yesterday, Kelly, and I was hitting it too good to come watch y'all. So guess what I was doing? Every time I came back to the golf cart, guess what I did? I looked down, no information, so I'm saying, must not, now then it's 5 o'clock. And I'm saying the thing ought to be over. So I should have knew something. So when you said you record, see, I focus on I understand that, Archie, I know you can't do it. See, I remember last week when I was there, this Gary Carter was tweeting about everything. I knew when people went to the restroom. And then I found out Gary Carter wasn't there. But shit, he couldn't have tweeted either. But guess what? Knowing him, he would have had his hotspot with him. So is the service at this place that bad? I mean, nobody could get no service. Y'all explain. Okay. See, I've never been in that facility ever. Daryl Barnes said, I was there. I just didn't see anybody who made me want to pay attention. Wow. Daryl Barnes, listen to me. Daryl Barnes, I like that. See, I like that, Daryl Barnes. Daryl Barnes, you like me. Listen to me, y'all. If you ain't good for me to tweet about, cause guess what? If you was that good, can't you walk out? I got a question. Can you walk outside and tweet? Could you walk outside and tweet? Was in that whole area? Cause I promise y'all, I've never been over there. I don't even know where the place is. Is it y'all help me out? And why didn't y'all complain and say, hey man, we need some not complain, but just offer your advice. We need better Wi-Fi in here. So Kelly Feisinger. Kelly said she tried. Kelly, who is your son? Kelly, Kelly, I'm finna be nosy today. Who is your son? Cause I'm gonna look him up. Cause Archie tapes everything, and Archie sent me some information. They have Wi-Fi, but even that isn't that great. So they don't mean they ain't got Wi-Fi. I think you have to get back to the main. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kenneth. You have to get back. So that area out there must be, I don't know. That's a good one. I disagree. See, Kelly, who is your son? Oh, it's over behind Black House Golf Course. Jim Norris. Let me tell you something. I love Jim Norris. That's all you got to do is tell me. If it's by Black Horse Golf Course is one of my favorite golf courses. And I go to the golf course. I didn't go out there. I guess the gym has the best Wi-Fi. I don't know. But I mean, Jackson Flessinger. What school he go to? I'm gonna write his name down. You know I'm gonna come watch him play. Hey y'all, guess what I did this weekend? I went and watched the football game this weekend. While I'm writing Jackson. Hold up, Jackson. Jackson, you must be bad. Your mama talking about you on the Jackson got to be a bad dude. Why? I got his name. What school he go to, Kelly, so I can know. I want to come check him out. Y'all know if somebody, hey, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You got to let, Friendswood? Oh, I know what that is. Okay. You tell Jackson, Robert Hatter coming to see him. Friendswood High School. Done deal, Jackson. Jackson, your mama done put you on the map today, baby. People all over the country are gonna be talking about you. And Kelly, do me a favor. If you're new to the Chop Shop, go over to YouTube and type in Chop Shop HTX. And guess what I want you and subscribe to our YouTube channel too. Because sometimes the Facebook thing get a little, Mark Zuckerberg, sometimes he get a little crazy. So we just go over to YouTube. So, I love it. Thank you. Daryl Barnes said the 22s were better than the 23s were better than the 22s. Somebody tell me that. Yeah. Somebody let me know that. Okay, from what Jimmy or somebody wrote, some of Klein kids played well. Okay, hold up, y'all. I saw a guy. Who remember this one? See, I usually don't start the show out there. Hold up. Can I hold up? Ray for also said a ruck on wood, and they didn't invite arguably the greatest rucker player to. Hold on, y'all. I did say this, but he's absolutely right. And I still don't know why my y'all got to figure. Y'all see how my name is over to the that's bothered me, and I got to fix that. It wasn't like that at first. And as soon as I get to talking to y'all, it goes, Skip, you're absolutely right. Skip, I have nothing to do with Ruckenwood. Skip, that's Jimmy, that's Doug, that's Jeffrey Day. Robert Hatter just loved that these guys doing it for the city. And let me tell you something. I'm going to put that in my notes. When these guys get on the feed, I'm going to ask, why in the hell did y'all invite the best player and Ruck on the wood? I don't understand. That's right in the city. You ain't got to fly him in. Skip, man, hey, I understand. Hold up. I believe a clip of Jackson is in the video. I got the video, but Skip, I wanted to get some how to back the bus up. What bus I need? No, I got to tell the truth. I am not Ruck on the Wood. That's Jimmy's them brainchild, man. I don't try to take credit for stuff that's not mine. I support them. 100%, but that's not mine. So, but I'm glad you said that. You're right, and we should have. And guess what? I stay on because these guys will be on. Kelly said you should have seen those Shadow Creek boys, Cameron Woodbury and Chase Kane, on fire. Wait a minute. Shadow Creek hold up. What's my man? Ramon Walker to the left? And you telling me Shadow Creek has reloaded? I told y'all I like that, coach. Told y'all. But hold up, y'all. I saw some little videos, y'all. And y'all got to share the show. I'm not showing nothing to everybody. Share the show. Ain't enough people watching the show right now. Share the show, everybody, right now before I show y'all this information. But and I got some little couple of videos that I took off. People were posting late last night, and I took it out. I took them out. But let me give you. I got to give y'all some history. Why I'm here. You know I got to give you a little something. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend. Let me see where I'm at. Hold up. Get out of there, Robert. Get out of there. But y'all got to help me now. I did. I went to see high school football this weekend. I saw the Brookshire Royal football team versus Hempstead. And let me tell y'all something. I went way out there, right? As a matter of fact, it's not really way out there because I'm out there in Forshire a lot. But, man, the score was 61-6. Got a new defensive coordinator. His name Lionel Cryer. I went out there to support him. Great. I mean, I was just proud to be out there, man. When I see my dude on the sideline, coaching a high school game. And so I thought that was a highlight of my weekend. I got a chance to go see some Friday Night Lights. What is that? Friday night or Saturday night? Saturday Night Lights. But yeah, I got a chance to watch them. Y'all, everybody shared the show. Jimmy, I see you here, Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm glad you're right on cue. Let me bring you in. Skip Jamalou said, "Hi in the heck." Let me put it back up here, so you won't think I said it. He said, "Ruck on the wood," and they'd invite arguably the greatest Rucker Park player to the games this weekend. I know. I told him it ain't on me. Ain't mine. I can't invite him. It ain't on me. I know. It had to be on you. Yeah. So Jimmy, I didn't throw you under the bus, but I had to tell the truth. I'm a truth teller. I had to tell the truth, baby. But Jimmy, Jimmy, what the hell was wrong with? Just listen to me. I'm out there hitting the golf ball, right? I'm out there playing. So every time I come back to the cart, I'm checking my feed. Ain't nobody said nothing about the Ruck on the Wood. I'm saying, where's Gary Carter? I called him. Where the hell you at? Man, I'm out of town. I'm in Tampa, Florida. I said, what? Why did he said, Robert, before you go off, because I was about to go off. I was gonna mess with you, Jimmy, because I know y'all was there. He said, Robert, the reception out there is not that good. So maybe that's the reason. So I ain't gonna lie, later on that night, Jimmy, I guess y'all got home and got to y'all Wi-Fi. Then I'm flooded with information. But y'all, hey y'all, hold up, Jimmy. I got to show this. Hold up, what's this young? Hold up, watch this. Somebody got to tell me who is this guy right here. Please, tell me who is
Hey! Oh, go give me one! Go give me one! Drop it up, time out! Give me one, that's all I want. All I want is one.
Who is that Pappy? That Pappy said, go get me one. I like him. Hold up. This Raphael, who is that guy? Somebody tell me who that guy is, Jimmy. You know what?
Show it again. Show that again.
Hold on,
I
man.
like that. I want to hear it again.
Daddy said, go get. The daddy called it, man. Watch this.
Hey! Oh, go give me one! Go give me one! Drop it up! Time out! Give me one, that's all I want. All I want is one.
That daddy there, that's my best, that's my new best friend. That's my man. He knew what his son was gonna do. Huh? I love this, man. Y'all have made my day, man.
Did he say that's all I want?
He said that's all. He said just give me one. That's all I wanted was one.
Oh man.
Hold up, Jimmy. I told you I was on Twitter trying to find it. So all my Twitter. So guess what? It was another little kid. I don't know his name.
That's I think it's little Raphael.
Oh!
What the hell is going on at the Rock on the Wood?
What was his number? I couldn't see that last one.
Hold on, let me play it again. Let me play it one more time. Let me see it.
Oh!
Somebody on this show gonna tell me. Hey, Miss, hold up, Jimmy, stop. Miss Jacqueline Mosley is on here. Said that's her son. You tell Rafi, what his name? Tell me what's his name. Ralph. What his name? Ralph Moss.
Little Mouse. Yeah,
that's my dude, man.
Down in Galveston at O'Connell High School, and
okay.
I think I responded to his dad earlier or the coach. Somebody mentioned something on Twitter, and it's like y'all gonna pay attention to him now. I say shit, it's hard as not to after the past weekend, and that's a great thing. I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell the number
of the other kid, number 55. Jimmy Jacqueline says is number 55.
And that's Jesse. That's Jesse that transferred from Tomball to Concordia Lutheran.
Yeah, I couldn't
Jesse
see.
Fuller. That's Jesse Fuller.
Okay.
I mean, and both of those guys, young men, are seniors, and the class of 2022. So if you see videos from this past weekend, the blue uniforms were the class of 2023.
Oh, Moss was 55, Jimmy. I'm sorry. Moss was 55. I'm sorry. Moss was 55. I want to know.
No. 55 is the white. The white kid is 55. That's Jesse Fuller. No, Jesse Fuller.
Oh, well, she just said Moss is 55. I don't know. The mama, I wasn't there. Let me stay out y'all business. Let me stay out y'all business. Mama say 55. I'm saying 55. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going with mama.
So but yeah, man, it was a good afternoon yesterday, man. It was a good afternoon. I mean, it's.
I know I had a great afternoon.
And here's the thing, I got a lot of afterthoughts. Of course, Jeffrey Day came out the gates. Mm-hmm. We have the first installment of articles. 2 articles from yesterday are on the front page. They are free articles. All you have to do is make sure you follow RCS Sports on Twitter to read the articles. That's it. Ain't no tricks to it. Jeffrey Day has put 2 articles. The top players that he saw from the class of 2022 and 2023. Great. Go to rcsports.com and check it out. Give a with all respect due to Skip to Malou, Ray Austin, former Houston Rocket. Give him the props, of course. Yes, indeed. One of the I guess pioneers of the Rucker Park and their renaissance, so if you will, back into the new culture, back in the turn of the millennium. In the late 90s. So this and guess what? In Ray Austin, you have a withstanding of lifetime invite to come as an ambassador of Rucker Park to come to Rucker on Wood. And I know by choice or force, he will be there in the upcoming years because he has a son that is going in middle school right now, and it's only a year or so away before he reaches high school.
Okay.
But here's what I want to say. I have a good message to a lot of the parents out there and a lot of the people of influence. And let me get my mic and put it a little closer so that everybody can
hear you pretty good. I got you. I got your levels up. Like heaven used to get our level. I got your levels.
Shout out to Evan Dorsey, former employee of the radio station 102.5, amazing 102.5, and one of our interns with the Chop Shop, who's graduated from TSU early this year. Here's where we go. This year, everybody who was in listening distance were informed of the format and the new additions that we would have in place for this session. This session most important because you have 12th graders a lot of them who don't have college offers, and that's part of the end goal for a lot of the parents to be able to put their babies in position to be able to play free in college or next to free. Okay, what we done this time, Heather, like I said, went outside the box. I'm always trying to get better. People say that all the time, but if you pay attention, we're really implementing at all turns ways to get better at hosting events. Well, this event, I thought about it. Instead of getting the the uh, the college players to coach the teams, back in the days we used to have the grassroots coaches serving as bench coaching the teams. And what we realized that was kind of like a bittersweet situation. No, you win because as those grassroots coaches were coaching some of the teams, next thing you know, they're also using it as a platform to recruit for their programs.
Jimmy,
So
quick, can I interject? As fast moving as that thing was, because they don't have much time to spend with the guy. How you mean just to recognize the kids, or they
nah,
can do
but
that from the stands?
no, just think what happened. As your team play, Hatter,
Uh huh.
and they got to sit and wait until they play again,
Uh huh.
that coach be over there with that kid
Okay. Where your
and
mama? Where
working.
your mama and
All,
them at?
all
Okay.
that coaches, all that coaches purposely doing some type of grandstanding movements with the kids or console, and the parent is watching,
Mm-hmm.
and now he has a reason to go out there between the game to talk to the. So
Okay.
it was recruiting. Whether people want to confess to it or not, I know it was a recruiting ground.
Gotcha.
So what I was going to do is, at first, I was going to let the grassroots coaches coach just the 12th grade session
Mm-hmm.
because now those guys are, for the most part, they're done with summer ball, and okay, you can recruit them all you want at that point. Well, then the idea came about. One of the college coaches asked if I needed anybody to coach, and which I was like, well, damn, that's right. We had Lee and Panola there last week, and they asked the coach. They were going to coach a team this week. Why not just make it all college coaches? So I made a few phone calls to a couple of college coaches, and a couple of them got the word, and a couple others called me, and and next thing you know, we got enough college coaches within like 48, 72 hours before, and now it's going to become a fixture because there's enough college coaches that would remember those workshops when we first started off getting assistant coaches to do the parent workshops out of. Then next thing you know, the head coaches wanted to be there. Then we couldn't even say, you know what, we can't let assistant coaches do this no more. We got to be a head coach, and then we had to make stipulations. Whereas now, it seems like now I'm getting response from college coaches like, yo, if you're doing it again next year, count me in. Yeah, we're doing it again next year. Mark your calendars. It's the last 2 Sundays in August. Once again, the last 2 Sundays in August of 2022. So that way already. People say, man, when you going to do it? Damn it, don't worry about the date. The last 2 Sundays in August. That way now you guys know and you eliminate the excuse. But man, we going to be here. It's the last 2 Sundays in August. Now, guess what? The only thing is there's a possibility we could switch it around and make the older guys go first and the younger guys go last. And that would be way up rest on the shoulders, partly if Chris Paul keeps his date for 2022, because that affected a lot of our young people that could have been there. They've got to invite the Chris Paul camp. You can't turn that down. Well, if you can afford it, you can't turn it down. So that we may move it around. And but I want to get back to the message. A lot of Doug Jones, give him props, man. He did all of the invites, and a lot of people, our actions prove it. You guys that tried to call me to get in, and I explained to you, I wasn't doing a single invite to not one 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grader. That's Doug Jones' job. That's what he's paid to do. So I let him do his job. So Doug Jones invited. I think he maxed it out, and a lot of people may not understand. We only have about 94 uniforms for each color. 94 blues, 94 reds. Well, Doug invited about 110 players for each of those sessions. So normally about 15 to 20 people don't show up. That's the normal. I've been tracking it, and Doug knows it. We've tracked it for about 6 years running. 15 to 20 no-shows for each session is what you normally get, except for that first session. That first session, you might have 7 to 10 no-shows because ninth graders are happy to be there. First one, they never been through it before. So here's what we did. Doug Jones, he maxed it out, so you can't. What happened is a lot of people couldn't get on the initial list, well, because you're looking at their numbers, and you only have so many uniforms. That's why I always tell you, if you rock on wood and it's filled up, come on as a standby. Hell, you're gonna make it on the plane. We just couldn't add you to the list because adding you to the list guarantees almost that you're gonna get a uniform. And you get there and we just ran out of uniforms, and then somebody's upset. What if you have to travel from Beaumont or Bryan, Texas, or Lufkin, Texas? And guess what? No uniform for you? So just understand it. You always can still come up as a standby. You probably want to get on the plane.
Young kid I know did that this weekend. He really enjoyed himself too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you called me. I explained to you. I said, look, I explained the same thing. Tell Mama, don't panic.
Yeah.
Just come as a standby status. Just patiently. Don't come at the beginning of check-in. Come around the middle to the end. He'll walk right in. It works every time. And the older the kids get, the less of the turnout. Now, the 11th graders, 94.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't say 94. It was right there at the. It was like 90.
Threshold. Okay.
They were there.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
what about 12th graders?
12th graders. It was disappointing in the amount of no shows. Only 73. That's that's over 30 no shows. So here's why I want to concentrate on this. Why it's important. I normally don't.
Gave up. Maybe they didn't gave up, Jimmy.
That's what you know. What?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't want to impart in what you were talking about. I'm sorry. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
The 12th graders are what I want to concentrate on today.
Okay.
For 30 no shows, knowing that there was going to be college coaches there, and I give props to the college coaches that was in attendance. I got to call it. I'm gonna call their names out to those coaches.
Okay.
We had Lee College, Russell Bundage.
Okay.
University of Arkansas, Castleton, Bryant Pagan. He used to be the coach with Coos Elite. He's assistant coach there now. Right? Their head coach was also there, but he didn't work the benches. He was there evaluating from the other side. Just as the head coach from Lee College was also there, Nick Wade. And of course, the head coach of Arkansas Castleton is Robert Byrd, who used to be at University of St. Thomas. They were there. So you had the head coach there from those two schools, and the assistant coaches were working as bench coaches. You had the Panola Junior College coach, Charlie Hurd. He was there.
That's right.
Again.
2 weeks in a row. Yeah.
Loyola, New Orleans, assistant coach Javon Felix, who started at University of Texas basketball. He's assistant coach. He made the drive all the way from freaking New Orleans, knowing that a hurricane was coming.
I don't blame him for getting the hell out of there, Jimmy. Jimmy, that's a plus. Yeah. He got the hell out of there. Yeah, I don't blame him. But keep going.
Guess what? And you know what we did? We say, don't, coach, we got your hotel.
That's good, man.
We got your hotel. Put him right by the Galleria. Right. Coming in town.
I know. Okay.
You got to make sure everybody all right.
Yeah.
That's why I know a lot of guys ain't gonna do this type of stuff. They don't want to spend that type of money. They have to look out for the hospitality of others when they come to town. See, that's the key. People believe in how things stops with a hospitality room. Oh, hell no. Hospitality goes beyond the gymnasium. It's beyond making sure it's all right. Then that person will look back on you and say, man, thanks, OG. Thanks for looking out, man. That's a good thing. Hotels were sold out, Hatter. Think about it.
I know.
Got him in there. Thanks to my man Ovid Pursley over at the Marriott. Now, the other coaches that were present, Angelina, my alma mater, right? Jay Turnipseed was there. Jacksonville Junior College, Fred House was there. He's assistant coach under Louis Trescott, is the head coach, the former University of Houston star, right? A former Milby High School star. I think Louis Trescott, I think he went to, did he go to Nebraska as well? He went to a couple of colleges, played up under David Salinas back in the days. Blinn Junior College, Dylan Shields. Shout out to him. He was there. Lone Star College head coach Melvin Marks was there. Also, shout out to the University of St. Thomas. University of St. Thomas, their assistant coach was in the building as well. And Pete last name, Turnston, something like that. Hergen, I'm tripping. My mind's going back, just twist it all up. Pete Hergen was there from University of St. Thomas. Pete does all our stats for the Hoops Giving Classic for the past few years. Now, here's the deal. There's 8 college coaches. 8 colleges, right? Plus University of St. Thomas is a 9th college, plus 2 other head coaches. So you had 11 college coaches, active college coaches in the building. Every bench, the way we did it, Hatter, we didn't assign a team to the coach. Every bench had like 2 coaches, right? So that means if you played and you were the home team on court 1, you might have played with Charlie Hurd coaching you. Now, your next game might have been the visiting team on court 2, right? So that means Javon Felix might have been coaching you at that court. Your next game might have been the visiting team on court 1, and you might have had Russell Bundage coaching you over there. You see? And Brian Pagan might have been with him. So you got a variety of coaches. That means if you played well, if some coach didn't admire your particular style, it gave opportunity for another coach to maybe like you, or maybe you to put a first impression on another coach if you was kind of nervous in that first game. And that's the benefit of it. All of those coaches took notes. All of those coaches were provided a roster sheet, and they had for notes. They knew who they were watching, who they were on their bench and their opponents, pretty much every game. This opportunity was priceless. I had thanks to the numerous parents out there who reached out and gave testimonies about, parents came to me and told me that people tried to persuade them not to come. You don't need to do that. And this is my message I'm gleaning, that I'm steering to now. I'm coming around the corner with this thing. I always tell people, hold people accountable. The more we can hold each other accountable in this stuff, the better off it'll be in the long run for the next person coming through. Ain't nothing wrong with checking a person every now and then. Let them know, hey man, and ask them, find out the why. Parents, if you were somebody that attempted to influence you, or they successfully influenced you to not attend, to be one of those 30 plus no-shows, you need to go and ask them why the hell that they deprive your son of a rare opportunity to not just do one college campus visit. You had a chance to do 9 campus visits in one whop for $25. I can promise you one thing. Each one of them schools will have workouts. They will have tryouts in the spring. I promise you that. And guess what? Each one of them going to cost about $40 a piece. Each one would cost about $40 a piece. You do the damn math. You $25 and you sleep in your own bed. You don't have to waste no gas as far as coming across town and going back home. And you allowed somebody to deprive you. That's why I keep telling you, a lot of this stuff in basketball, it ain't about me. A lot of stuff in basketball, it ain't about who like or don't like me. If your love for the quest for your son to obtain a college scholarship is greater than your disdain for me, then you better do the smart thing from now. That's what you got to think about. Think about it. I say it again. If your love for the quest for your son to get the opportunity for a free college education is greater than your disdain for the person or even the platform.
Crystal asked a question, Jimmy. She said, did those kids reach out and say they weren't coming?
No, they just don't show up.
No, they did. They just didn't show up.
Doug Jones get the invites, and whoever, like, say, for example, Hatter, you called, reached out about a kid that tried to get in and wasn't invited.
Mm-hmm.
You come on as a stand. Now, if that kid don't show up, we don't know he's not showing up, and then he don't show up.
Right.
That's why when they get invited,
you hold his spot. You really hold his spot for a while. Yeah.
And that's why I think if you're not going to come, don't take the invite.
There you go. I see what you're saying. I don't mind you not coming. Yeah, but that's like, Jimmy. It's so unique that you said that. Hey, that stuff right there is getting on a lot of people's nerves, and it's some newlyweds, Jimmy. They sent a $250 bill, a $250 bill to the guests who were no-shows for their wedding, because they are RSVP for the wedding.
Wow.
And the honeymoon. They said the honeymoons over for a pair of newlyweds. They were steaming mad at no-shows at their wedding, who originally RSVP. That means if you accept the invitation, that's RSVP. And them people slapped them with a $240 bill to cover their costs. And hey, the people tired of people doing this, because they were over in Jamaica. They done pay for all this space in Jamaica in the grill, and these people just not show up. You follow me? And so, but I thank y'all, because my little young fella that got in, his parents, and he was happy, he had a great time. And but all we needed, and guess what? That process, even the standby process, wouldn't even take time. Because guess what? If you know, Jimmy, these guys were not coming, then you can accommodate the standby guys quicker. The parents wouldn't have to stand in the line. So
exactly,
it's just business, man. And we need to people need to be accountable for that now. And I don't know, Jimmy, I don't know if so it ain't no excuse, because the first thing you said was, Robert, all they had to do is not accept the invitation. Now, some things happen, but at least I would have emailed Doug and said, Doug, I ain't coming. Doug, thank you. I ain't coming, man. I can't. Something happened. But 30 of them, Jimmy, we had one high school coach telling the kids, just don't show up. I announced that on the show last week. I think the kids wound up showing up. So we just got, I mean, it's a unique thing, Jimmy. And then I thought about those 30, Jimmy, when I was trying to talk to you in the beginning. What if they say, you got to understand, some of these guys give up. I'm an unsigned senior. Some of these guys said, man, I ain't going to play no more. Man, I'm going to just go play for high school because I want the girls to know I'm still on the team. This last year, I just want to go and get on through this thing, Because, Jimmy, I didn't know this until my son was playing, because it was different when I came up. It's some guys just play on the team just to be noticed. They just on the team. They don't care nothing about no winning and all of that. They just want the jacket out of the, I don't know what the hell they want. They want to be said, I played. So a lot of these guys, and Jimmy, I ain't gonna tell you, as it get to the end like this and get to the 12th grade, and this pandemic, Jimmy, I'm gonna give them a little leeway. Pandemic, 2 years for these kids. Man, some of these kids just said, man, basketball, it might not be that important to me no more. But 30, but you still can call or email Doug and say, I am not going to show up. Thanks for the invite. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we ask. And a lot of guys are so quick to just jump on and they'll take. And what I'm noticing is, and I got to talk with Doug and explain to him that, especially with the upperclassmen, we have phone numbers for them. So the upperclassmen, even when now you might get a grassroots coach that might try to call, and he'll call and say, well, man, I got player 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need to get them in. So I mean, now you are co-signing for your 4 players to get in, but you haven't talked to those 4 players' mom or dad and found out they going on vacation that particular weekend. Then when they do, then what you'll do is, well, coach, I got this one kid that might not come. Let me slide this other kid who's 4'1", and now you want to slide him in the other one spot. It don't work like that.
Gotcha.
It don't work like that.
Okay.
So now you're trying to what they call it, bookmark spots.
Trying to work you too. Trying to work you.
That's what they working Doug.
Yeah.
And I know, and I've been through it, so I know how it goes sometimes. What we have to do is if we're going to get better at getting the word out. And this is the thing is, and think about it like this, Adam. If you attended Ruck on Wood, that means you made a conscious decision to be there. And it worked out for you because the opportunity was there. Think about it. Every game was a different audition. Adam, every game was a different audition on 2 different courts. Think about, man, dude, it wasn't but 73 seniors there. But those mamas and daddies was in the stands rooting like they were the parents from the Houston Hoop Stars or the Cougs Elite of 2019. They were in the stand. They were rooting at every bucket. And people that were in that building.
That's what I love about that's what I love about basketball. That's what I love. I told people, everybody think basketball and summer basketball is bad. Those is some good things. Yeah, it's some bad stuff now. Don't get me wrong. But those are the things. Watching TJ Ford and his brother marvel at his son and his nephew. Dude, just seeing that stuff, watching these little kids. I remember these kids were babies. And now they hear, damn, I've been doing this stuff a long time. Now these kids here on Ruck on the Wood, man. And I love, shout out to the parents. And Jimmy, what I was thinking about, and I want when you get to the 12th grade, because everything posted. Some of these 12th graders probably, these 12th graders, most of these guys who probably did not come to the event and did RSVP but didn't come, maybe they just said, man, this basketball ain't for me. And then Doug said, Herb said something. I want to click it. I think Herb said, I'm sure some of those that didn't show up were the same one who were posting it on their Twitter. Because Jimmy, you remember I asked you about that. A lot of people were posting this year, especially more than I've ever seen posts that I got the invite. And I guess y'all was encouraging them. I don't know what was happening. I saw that so much, and I just hope. All I'm saying was, I just want, if y'all know the kids, if y'all know who the kids are, just. You're about to be, you're about to go to college next year, okay? If you go to college or you're about to go into the world, you're about to go, because your mama after a while, you're not going to keep being able to be in your mama's house. You're going to have to be responsible. And you're going to have to learn how to communicate with people. You got to learn how to follow up with people. You know, it's a thing of maturity. And I know you can be 60 years old and not mature. You can be 40 years old. We got to start maturing a lot better. And Jimmy, I don't know the reason, but 30 guys, that's like you preparing 30 spots. Like this people at this wedding. They got all of these spots and pay for all of this food and all of this stuff, and these people just not show up and just not show up. Hey, we got to get better at that, man. We got to mature. I'm sorry.
And now I want to address as you guys going on in the Boom Boom Room, and want you guys to share the show right now. Invite you to share the show to your timelines, to your groups, if you will, right now. This conversation is good. It needs to be had, and then we're not going to sit all day on this topic as well.
Okay.
So let's address it right now.
Yes.
And that is, of course, like you just mentioned, and you had to just gave a testimony to how it was to get a kid in on standby status. So I want to stress this again. I want to highlight this. Put out my yellow highlighter and highlight this what you just said.
Okay.
You had to work on the side of me 10 hours a week 8 hours a week on the chop shop and countless hours off the air on the chop shop a week. He called to get in a favor on a kid. And I explained it to him the real. Hey man, it's filled right now. Let them know they can come on the standby status. He's gonna get in probably if he come, but I can't guarantee him a uniform.
Exactly.
Until he get there. You understood that, passed that along to the parent. You didn't get off the phone with me and say, man, this nigga tripping.
No. For what?
Nigga, he won't even let I'm asking for a favor. He won't let
Right.
you know, what's up with that?
No.
You went and you transferred the simple directive. So now that brings me Herb Baker. You just posted in the Facebook. You called with a similar request. And I said, man, call Doug. He said, well, I called Doug. Doug said it's full. Well, Herb, I told Herb, same thing. Herb, tell his people they can come and stand by. I can't guarantee him no jersey. There's 110 other people been guaranteed jerseys. We just know. Do y'all realize that airplanes do that? Airlines do it all the time, every day?
Yeah.
Certain planes, they overbook on purpose. Have you ever been there when you got to the plane and they make an announcement? Does anybody, we're offering a voucher for anybody, or they might tell you before you even come to the airlines. You booked your plane, you bought your ticket. Would you be willing to take a voucher if we need to sell your seat or give your seat away? Because know why? They overbook certain planes on purpose.
Yeah, they do.
Because they know the no-show ratio. In
Yeah.
certain cities, one plane that gets overbooked, that 6 a.m. flight from Las Vegas.
Ain't nobody catching that one, Jimmy. Jimmy, you gonna always get on that one.
That midnight flight from Las Vegas.
Now, that's a
that
hard one.
always gets overbooked. You know why? Because you get to having fun at 9, 10, and you met somebody the night before. Man, I'm gonna stay one more day. It's jumping down here. They know the ratio. They have logarithms in place. Analytics on planes been there for years. So they know that. So back to this basketball, it's simple, but we can't guarantee seats.
Jeez,
I told countless people, just listen, you bring him, it's gonna be all right. Just don't come at the beginning, no matter what somebody told you. Don't come when your partner come in the register.
But Jimmy,
because you want to wait.
This is the first time we had to talk about this extensively and this is a good lesson. So in the future, when you RSVP, we have other young kids, mamas and daddies, we have other young kids that value this invite, okay? That probably couldn't get in or got in late. So it would behoove us and behoove you to just pull your son's name, say, well, he's not coming. Text Doug, he's not coming. Guess what happens? So when I call Jimmy would say, man, I got a spot open. We wouldn't have to go through all of that. You follow me? So, Jimmy, I know you use an airline analogy, but if we just get better, if we just mature, I've been on this thing about us getting better anyway. So if we just get better, 30 people say, man, Doug ain't coming, man. Doug ain't coming, man. Doug ain't coming. Doug, my bad. Thank you, Doug. So guess what? When Herb called, and guess what? And listen to me, y'all. I respect somebody else's stuff. I didn't say, no, Jimmy, man. No, hell no. When he told me what happened and told me, I said, okay, I just related. I didn't, man, y'all got to get me in this. No, you respect other people's stuff and their property. And guess what? Because you're going to respect mine. You ain't going to call and tell me what to do. So guess what? I'm not going to call and tell you what to do with your business. So So that's another thing we can learn about people. You know, just because and I'm glad you brought it up, Jimmy. It didn't cross my mind to call you back and say, "Man, I gotta get him in." No, because guess what? Evidently, if you don't listen, y'all, next year, Jimmy, what is the correct procedure, and how do you get in for next year? How do you get in? How do a person get nominated? Does Doug have to do it? How does that happen?
You send an invite
Okay.
after the GMI. Anytime after the George McClellan Invitational, starting the week after that, you can start sending your invites, right? And you send them to Doug Jones. That's jones@rcssports.com, right? Once again, after July the 15th, start taking invites for Ruck on Wood for all classes. And normally those younger classes, invites normally come from the high school coach or the grassroots coach on the normal platform. The upperclassmen, it can come from direct. Basically, the rule of thumb is this. If you're an upperclassman and you're ranked, you have an automatic, your invite is automatically, like it's automatic. It's automatic. A place is automatically there. You can nominate a player, but if you're ranked already as an upperclassman and you're ranked by RCS Sports, then your nomination will automatically yield an invite.
Okay.
Now the thing is, who receives the actual invite? Doug Jones mentioned earlier he sent text message or emails to every kid.
Okay.
And we know sometimes kids can be irresponsible when it comes to transferring that information to their parent.
Okay. So we got to get better.
Parents, once again, if your son is ranked, you don't need your summer coach or your high school coach to nominate him from this day forward.
Ranked.
If he's already ranked by RCS Sports.
Okay.
Or he's on our watch list for 9th grade. If his name is on there, you don't need a nomination from the grassroots coach or the high school coach. And I'll explain to you in a second why that's important for others. Well, you can simply send that email because now we know it's validated. You co-signing that somebody gonna make that payment on time, so to speak. I'm giving an analogy that somebody's gonna be on time. Well, in regards to those who are not ranked, and it's okay. Most of the people that come to Ruck on Wood are unranked kids. You know why? Because nowadays the ranked ones feel that they've made it. That's okay. Because I already know, and those coaches know, that many of the kids in Greater Houston, come March, they're going to be kissing those coaches' ass to take a look at them. Because they're not going to have the Division I officer they thought they had on the table. That bus ain't going to come. They know that. Them coaches know that. And they okay. They're not salty about it. So now, if you are a parent, and once again, you can nominate your own player if he's ranked by RCS Sports. I don't care if he's ranked by Joe Blow, John Doe. If he's ranked by RCS Sports, you can nominate your own. If not, then you go and you get your high school coach. If he or your grassroots coach. Now here's why I say it's important. Because now accountability comes into place. That grassroots coach, he already knows certain ones gonna get a certain amount of slots. So if your kid might be the best at his high school, but he's the 7th best guy on that grassroots team, that grassroots coach ain't gonna co-sign your kid before he co-sign them other 6. You see? That's why it puts their ass on accountability watch as well. So then what'll happen is, if that coach know that them other 6 can't get in, he might influence all of y'all don't even go. Then it becomes transparent because we paying attention from this side of the fence. You see? That's why that high school coach, they're going to be real. They're not going. That high school coach ain't going to nominate the fifth best guy freshman on this team when he know he has 1, 2, 3, 4 freshmen that he know that's better than this freshman. So that's why it balances off, because those are the relationships that is going to extend past the time when your son is gone to the next level, and that's college. Those high school coaches are going to still be there. So we include them and welcome and invite them into the process. You see, that's why. Okay. If there's a favor and you need politics, and that's another whole dimension of it. If you need a favor, there's a lot of kids that ain't ranked, and that in some cases you look at it, don't take but 2, 3 dribbles to realize they ain't got no business being there. It's gonna always be a favor. And guess what I say it all the time, Alda? That might be Gary can put it on our next shirt. Favor ain't fair.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's shout out to them parents, man. I know what y'all do. I happen to have a son that was in this. In case you don't know, a son that had to go through this same stuff. So I empathize with you, not sympathize. I empathize with you. I know what you go through, and just keep it up. I mean, if he can play in college basketball, he can. But if not, let's figure out something else for him to do. He might not. He might be something else. He might want to do something else. I mean, sometimes just sit down and ask him. He might want to do, because let me tell you something. Everybody's not going to play college basketball. It's just not in the cards. Everybody's not going to play. And I know we want them to, and just like pros, and just like everybody's not going to do it. So let's just make sure they prepare for life, Jimmy. We got the halfway point. we're gonna take a quick break, y'all, but I want to play some of the stuff that happened over the weekend. I got a couple of the videos to share with y'all for Ruck on the Woods. I think this is the 2003 Jimmy, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, chop chop. We'll be back. Pass. The pass. Oh. Oh. That a little low.
Yeah.
Like him. Who's that kid? Like him.
Which number?
With the little fuzzy head. We're going to play that one more time. Hold up. I like a little fuzzy. Hold on. Let me show him to you. Wait a minute. I like that pass. I'm going to show him. Hold up. He's coming toward the end. Who was that kid made that pass? Somebody tell me that. Right there. I think that's
what number is he? What number is he?
I can't see that. My bad. Let me see if I got enough. Let's see him again. Hold on. Ooh, who's that pass? That little TJ passing that ball? Right there. Yeah. Right there. Number 11.
That's number 11?
Isn't that number 11, Jimmy?
That's the boy from C. King, Tyshawn Archie.
Oh yeah, I like him. Wait a minute, C. King.
He got the hair like the Silvers.
Hey, he get the call. I'm putting his name down. Archie. Yeah,
man.
C. King.
Tyshawn Archie. Yeah, C. King.
Oh, okay. All right. I like number 11. Yeah, but hold up, Jimmy. Hold up. They wanted me to see. They wanted to show that dunk again. I got to show my man's dunk one more time. Oh, Raphael. Hold up, Jimmy.
Hey! Oh, go give me one! Go give me one! Oh! Pump it up! Time out! Give me one! That's all I want! All I want is one!
favorite dad right there. That's
Little
my
Moss right
favorite
there.
dad. Huh?
That little Moss.
That's Moss. He just been mossed.
You know what? We might need to tag that video and send it over
I
to
got
Randy
it.
Moss. Just
Hold
cue
up.
it up on his football show. Is he still with the L? He's still on the L?
Yeah, he's still on there.
Yeah.
Jimmy,
we're
I
gonna send
want to
that-
share something with y'all. I saw a couple of things. I saw RG3 announcing the HBCU game. Man, Alcorn North Carolina Central beat the. I mean, Alcorn was supposed to run off with them guys, man. But RG3 was an announcer in the game, Jimmy. He did pretty good. He wasn't that bad to me. Him and Mark Jones, I think, and what's Jay's name? Jay gonna kill me. Jay Walker. But it was good this weekend, Jimmy. And also, I want to share with the parents. It's football season. I got a chance to watch a little football, but I want to share with the parents. I saw this, and I just want to know what y'all think about it.
Trent Dilfer doesn't like when his players talk back. Trent Dilfer doesn't like when his players talk back. Trent Dilfer doesn't.
I wanted to show y'all that twice, man. What y'all think? First of all, I know the kid. I know everybody's tearing Trent Dilfer's head off, Jimmy. But I saw the kid being very defiant. He threw his helmet down. I don't know what happened before the video, but I'm going to play it one more time. I'm going to play it one more time so you can see it.
Trent Dilfer doesn't like when his players talk back. Trent Dilfer doesn't like when his players talk back.
Something about that one. I mean, they was tearing Trent's head off, Jimmy. And because I didn't see the whole thing, Jimmy. I don't know what happened before. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people talking about they would have whooped Trent Dilfer's ass if that was their son. A lot of guys called me talking about what they would have did to Trent Dilfer. But coaches, what you think? Barry, I swear, when I first looked at the video, Jimmy, I was saying, Trent, you were wrong. Don't put your hand on nobody else's kid. But then I saw the reactions of the kid. Like he was saying, like, I don't know what he was saying, but he was like saying something. He wouldn't sit down. The man told him to sit down. He wouldn't sit down. He threw his helmet down. Like, I'm a rich kid. I'm a spoiled ass brat. You can't do this to me. So, and I might be wrong, but I just want to know what y'all saw in that one. What y'all saw in that? I'm just curious because guess what? Our kids out here playing sports. What if your kid? What if that happened to your kid? You know, I know two coaches don't even allow Coach Scott Drew, and what's his name? Pastner, Josh Pastner, don't allow the assistant coaches and him to cuss their players out. All that old hollering and cussing them players out, them two ain't having it. So, Jimmy, what do you think, man? I mean, what y'all think? What y'all think? I mean, we don't have to spend too much time on it. I had to show it because it's a sports show. What's going on with this next generation, Barry?
I mean, in this situation, you know, it's two ways you look at it. That young man, it was hard to tell, but first thing that goes from my angle, I looked at the kid and I was trying to find out if he was black or white. I'm not going to even lie to you. After everything that happened in 2020 on forward, I'm looking to see up on that second time. I'm trying to see it.
Let me get to you one more time. Let me get to you one more
it's
time.
hard
Put
to
your
tell.
glasses on.
It's still, I watched in, and it's hard to tell if he was actually full-fledged black or full-fledged, or maybe a half-breed. And I'll explain to you why. Why? Because if he was white, then the defense of that kid, you would expect, sooner or later, is going to be, he's fiery. That's the passion in the kid. If he's black, then the defense or the label or the jacket would probably be, you look at him, He's hard headed. He should, he's wrong. That's thug mentality. He's disobedient. All the type of descriptions and adjectives that people would apply towards a dog, and that's why. And if you look back on, you pay attention every time, it ends up being like that from the chatter.
Jimmy, and somebody says send him to the shower, don't touch it. But he probably told that little smart ass dude to go. And the kid probably was saying, I ain't going nowhere. I don't know. It just looked like this kid was that defiant. So I don't know, because I don't know the whole story, but I know, because I know it's three sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth. So, I mean, I don't like to see people putting their hand on somebody else's kids, but I like to see a little bit more. I like to see a little bit more of the video, and it's gonna come out. And I think wait a minute, Jimmy, I might got it, Jimmy. Trent came out with hold up, Jimmy, I forgot. I think I got it. He came out with a statement, and I think I put it somewhere. Is that it? No, that ain't Trent. I got it somewhere, Jimmy. But yeah, I'm just curious. I mean, parents, y'all got to get y'all little old bad kids up. Hey, Jim. Okay, hold on. Here it is, Jim. I got it. Well, I know I wrote it down. He said, I want to address the incident on our sideline during Friday night's game versus Independence that has drawn a lot of attention. First and foremost, I take full responsibility as the head coach and the leader of our team for not, let me put my glasses on, y'all. Y'all got to hold up. Excuse me. I got to do like Jimmy now. Hold up. He said, as the head coach, he said, team for not, he said, I did for not de-escalating an emotional situation with one of our players. Kid name is Bo Dawson. Bo is one of our finest student athletes, and I apologize, Bo, and embodies all the characteristics we are looking for in our Mustang players. Bo plays the game with the right kind of passion. Jimmy, the right kind of passion.
There go that word. There go that word.
Okay. And is an inspiration to our other players. During a moment of frustration and in an attempt to get our team to play with more discipline, I unfairly singled Bo out. Somehow, Bo Dawson has been portrayed publicly as the culprit. Robert Hatter, I'm sorry, Bo, and I'm going to say it again, as the culprit in this situation. When in reality, I should have been better leader and showed greater wisdom and discernment in how I handled this incident. Overall, I could not be more proud of Bo and the rest of his team for how they handle the emotional nature of each game they compete in. Wow. I wish I had read that before I said that. My bad, Bo. My bad, Bo. I'm big enough to say it, Bo, because, Bo, that's how it looks. But it's just how it looks. Video. Hey, Jimmy, they told me film don't lie. So, but when the coach y'all got to realize, and I'm going to help y'all out. I know everybody want to be around these professional athletes and want them to teach their kids. Let me tell you something. These professional athletes, they when you made it at that level, it's an expectation that comes with it. These guys look at the game different. You know, I was sitting there listening to the interview the other night with Jimmy Amani Bates. And Amani Bates said, man, I want to go play for Penny. I want to go play for him. This is what this is about. I wanted to go play with him, for him. And, but Bonnie Bates, let me tell you something. To whom much is given, much is required. Penny is going to require a lot out of you, son. You know, and I hope somebody, this gonna get to somebody in Memphis. he's going to require a lot out of you. Trent Dilfer, if he coaching your team, he's going to require a lot out of your kid. So let's understand that, parents. When you're dealing with these former professional athletes, they reach the pinnacle of their sport. So they gonna teach it. They gonna look at it, and they gonna coach it a lot different than everybody else would. So thank you, Dominique Green. He said Dilford is close to the family, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's yeah, but Jimmy, I thought it was I thought it was
Yeah, well,
yeah.
well, once again, when you heard, I'm just telling you, and no, I didn't get what I said earlier.
Mhm.
Didn't come from anybody else. I didn't read it. That was just my instinct from my studies, from paying attention to when people, the words they use when they describe situations or they describe the victims. And I'd say one of those words when it's
Passion.
white kid, passion.
Right.
And when it's a black kid or a non-white kid, they would use other words.
Rage.
And that's how you could tell
Or-
whom you can tell immediately what race that kid is. That's the protecting word.
Jimmy, you just hit something and make me pivot. Did you watch the Malice in the Palace?
Yes, I finally watched it this
You
morning.
watched. Did you hear the media?
Yeah,
How many
they did.
times they said thug, thug,
Yes.
thug, thug, thug? They never mentioned passion. All the media, and all of the media who was saying this, most of them happened to be of another color, talking about the black players, thug, thug, thug. And I saw that and it kept rolling in my mind. Thug,
That's the dog.
thug.
That's the dog whistle. That's that dog whistle in journalism. That the dog whistle that you see on platforms, and it happens, and it has happened. And the thing is, that's why you notice back when stuff was going on with a couple of years ago on the chop shop. Remember, I started calling the white culprits thugs. You know, that the police would get into it with, and they would let go thugs. So then you start calling our kids thugs. You start calling their kids thugs, because otherwise people would think that the word is only reserved for us. Or because they're gonna keep using the word when it's convenient. So you got to call them thugs before they call yours thugs. Them thugs, you know, and that, and you keep going with it. But I want to add, that's the kid Bo Dawson. His father used to play for the Cleveland Browns. He was a long-time place kicker. Right?
Okay.
So that lets you know. See, once again, if Trent Dilfer is coaching this team, and one of the players that made a viral video, his dad played in the NFL for a few years, then that probably lets you know that school is not a publicly funded school.
Oh, I saw that.
I'm just saying, I ain't looked the school up at all. I'm telling you right now, you could tell by certain things if you're paying attention. That lets you know that school ain't located in the equivalent of Fifth Ward. There are no community homes or no apartments probably located in the near future. There aren't many single.
Yeah, for Trent Dilfer to be coaching, it had to be for him to come on, man. When I saw him coaching, I know it had to be a certain kind of school.
So now the dad of Bo Dawson,
right?
How does he handle it? That's the thing. Go and find out the quotes and the response from him.
Okay.
Obviously, somebody has probably got them together and squashed it.
Yeah.
But Trent Dilfer is doing what he's supposed to do. He's protecting his brand. He's protecting Trent Dilfer in the morning.
And then he's protecting his school, Jimmy. He's protecting the school too.
They're gonna get rid of his ass. They're gonna get rid of his ass if he don't.
Yeah.
So now, speaking of football, we ask you guys to go ahead on. We can give you guys a nice dose of football. And first, let's go and entertain the elephant in the room.
We got an elephant?
Yeah, we got a big one.
Not Sean again.
No,
Oh.
not him, but he's in the news as well.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson now it done came up to the
Okay.
water, it's floating up to the top. That Miami,
Mhm.
they've increased their efforts to obtain Deshaun Watson.
Okay. So
Now,
what's the other elephant? Give me the other elephant.
Other elephant is a team from California, Mater Dei, came into Texas, into Duncanville, and beat the dog shit out of Duncanville.
That ain't no elephant, Jimmy. That ain't no elephant.
45-3 on your own field, the field that you've practiced on for the last couple of months, the field that every week's every crooks how it is on your own field. Every good soft spot and every hard spot to fall on. The field of which you can go and just which way the wind, what time the wind is going to shift and blow a certain way. Which time the sun is going to blow. A field that whereas even if it's nighttime, which light bulb ain't really shining 100 watts, and it's every crook and nanny of your own field, and you could not score a single touchdown against another team fielded with high school students. I don't give a damn where the high school students are from. Understand something. It's the fact it's not about you not winning the game, Duncanville. It's about you not being able to score a touchdown. That's what I'm saying.
They just had an off week, Jimmy.
Hannah, let me tell you something about the opening day. This was the first game of the season. In case you just tuned in, y'all going and share the show. Share the show to your football buddies. Let's get this thing cranked back up, and so you understand. And I'm going to address something because I saw some guys that were talking in the boom boom room earlier on this very topic.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay. The opening day is the longest time that you have to prepare for any opponent of the season. Is your opener. You have a month to prepare for this. You have 2 months to prepare for this opponent. You have enough time to break down everything you need to break down. At the same time, guess what else you have? The advantage you have, Adam. You have the advantage of implementing new plays that's not on the video from last season, because that's all they have of you is the video of last season. And last season includes players that's no longer in uniform. They probably got freshmen in college now. So you have an advantage as the home team on opening day at home. This game was bigger than Mater Dei versus Duncanville. This game was California versus Texas. And one of our teams, understand something, regardless of how you may feel, if you live in Houston, if you're a Katy fan, you're a North Shore fan, if you're an Allen High School fan, you're an Austin Westlake fan, whatever, Duncanville is one of our perennial powers. Duncanville is they're on the front row of our football in Texas. So no matter what seat they're in, they're on the front freaking row. They were not supposed to lose by that margin. I don't give a damn if they got their fourth string in and it's a fourth quarter. You go get on that, you get a touchdown. Put your starter. I don't now because you know what happened? The loss was so grand that now it is proceeded to the discussion of whether Texas is overrated because their best beat one of our best in 2021. Let me tell you something. That hell no. And in Texas, don't you guys dare allow that to be a defense on offense against your defense in regards to conversation. that their best not TKO one of our best. That doesn't mean that the state of Texas ain't worth nothing. That just means that the amount of day is this year in this class versus the Duncanville of this class of this year. They're that much better.
That's a lot better, though, Jim. That's a whole lot better.
That's this year.
This year.
Now, a year ago, De La Salle, which is another power of California, was scheduled to come and play North Shore.
Oh,
they had a doubleheader. 2 teams from California was going to come to Houston and play 2 teams from
Texas.
Shadow Creek and North Shore. Right? So guess what? The pandemic hit, and we were not able to. They had to cancel that game. North Shore and Shadow Creek ended up playing each other. Right? So many believe, especially a North Shore team with all those healthy, that would have been 2 of them coming. Now you can get a better measurement. One game, one time. It's an old saying on the street, Howard. One time don't make no case. One time. Now, if there's a pattern of California teams coming into Texas or vice versa and going and they're whooping us and there's a pattern, then yeah. So you're saying your best versus their best, that measures everything. It don't work like that. That means you were the best just that time. California and Walt Yates, for you to subscribe to the theory that Texas ain't good anymore, Texas is overrated. If you go look, according to the pros in NFL, Texas and California are pretty much locked in even. So what are you going to base it on? What are you basing it on? A school like Mater Dei, they recruit from all over. And just like an IMG. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That is what it is. So Duncanville, guess what? They recruit from the region, from the area. One team recruit from the state. One team recruit from the area. Still, that does not excuse you getting your ass whooped like that. And I think what happens now is the head coach from Duncanville, he's been pretty vocal up until a couple of years ago. Remember that first loss at Hail Mary against North Shore?
Yeah.
Yeah, we remember, he was vocal that lead up into that, basically. Then he came back and said, okay, we want them again. We're going to show y'all. Let them come back. That won't happen again. Next year, it won't even be that close to get a Hail Mary. Then North Shore got and tapped that ass again. So then now what happened is people in Duncanville, and it's messed up because they've been winning. He has that program attracting national attention. They're ranked in the USA Today virtually every doggone year, pretty much so. But now people are growing fed up. They're feeling like you're the Buffalo Bills of the high school football scene in Texas. Meaning that you're getting there. Remember our Buffalo Bills, they went there four times back in the old day and didn't win the Super Bowl, and then guess what happened? The coach get fired.
Duncanville got their head beat in by IMG, sent 41. They like to get beat in the 40s when them out of town team. Maybe they just can't play out of town.
But they scored a touchdown.
Scored 2. They scored 2 of them.
Scored 2 early on.
But Jimmy, maybe they just ain't that good against out-of-state team.
No, it's levels. It's levels. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's levels. And that's a good thing. It puts people in their perspective place. It is levels. Like in grassroots basketball. Like you get one of them sneaker teams. One of them independent teams out of every year, and they get the feeling good. You win a couple of games, and you go and you play out, and you get pow. It's levels. And in this case, though, It ain't no excuse. So now, here's what happens now. It doesn't even matter what Duncanville do the rest of the year. Unless they win a state, they better win the state championship. They better win the state championship. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what you say? You play these types of games to prepare you, because you ain't gonna see nothing that great in the state of Texas this year as Mater Dei. So this gonna get your kids ready. That's what people say, man. That loss, it prepared our kids, help us, get us right. That's gonna be the defense. That's gonna be the angle. It's gonna be the narrative. You know, that we needed that. You know how coach, you ever hear coach say that we needed that? Yeah, I believe something. It's a time when every team does need a good ass whooping. But not the first game of the year. You don't sit at the beginning of the year. So that's the case. What all of the teachings, what was your teachings during the whole month of August? What was your teachings in off-season workouts in July? They come into the weight room. Was you teaching them, hey, y'all, let's get ready for this ass what we're gonna take at the end of August? Was that your teaching? Let me know if one kid got that speech. That means you was lying to them kids then. If that's the case, I doubt you did teach them. I thought that would be absolutely idiotic for a coach to do that, such a thing. So I'm not going to even go and think that coach a sample is that.
I got a question for you, since we're on this subject. How is it possible that ESPN high school duped this way into playing on ESPN, Jim? An online prep school.
Read them a little bit of what happened.
An online only prep school found its way on ESPN air on Sunday after playing on Friday. The ESPN family of networks were jam-packed with high school football this weekend. High school football this weekend. The first of their 2021 campaign and the first real season, going on, talking about the Canton Classic. This weekend was concluded Sunday with the grand finale at the Hall of Fame Classic, where I was at just a couple weeks ago, Jim, pitting national champion IMG Academy against a high school that doesn't really even exist. ESPN seemed just as confused as the rest of us, and said so as its announcers vamped their way through the game that was not at all the one they thought they were getting. For starters, Bishop Sycamore, claiming to be from Columbus, Ohio, went 0-6 last season, Jimmy. The program's second in existence. IMG pummeled them by a score of 56-6. Jimmy, at least they scored 6. But Duncanville didn't score 6. But nevertheless, Jimmy, Sycamores got in the Sunday showcase game because, according to ESPN, the school acquired a number of FBS prospects to its roster. Except, as these people explain, these two funny names, that turned out to not be true, Jimmy. They didn't have these prospects. They told us they had a number of D1 prospects on their roster. To be frank, and a lot of that we could not verify. So it goes on and on and on, and Jimmy, how do the world, what y'all call it, the worldwide leader in sports get duped like that? How they get duped like that?
You know, I saw that article, and it's kind of funny, because if somebody don't get, here's the thing, Position Sports, I think, is the company that Position Sports or Paragon, one of those two had a
Paragon.
Paragon. I don't want to say the wrong one. Mm-hmm. Paragon is the company that has the contract to schedule all those games. You see, football and in basketball, in the high school ranks. So they were the ones. ESPN, per the contract, relies on Paragon, the subcontractor,
right,
to fulfill a valuable product for which they will be able to sell advertising slots for during those scheduled times. Well, how this goes is these people got suckered. It's inexcusable. But I'm sure that somebody is going to either do two things. Either they're going to forgive or they're going to revisit their relationships going forward with this particular company, right? And I think that it's sad as hell, and it goes to show you guys ESPN got catfished.
But by Paragon gonna have a hard time keeping that contract, Jim. ESPN.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Either two things gonna go down.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
somebody got to go,
because it goes to show you what the internet, how it is, if it's able to fool them. Just to think about how easy it is to fool some of these damn coaches and some of these people who into thinking that your team is better than what they really are, or your son or daughter is better than what they really are. That's what we've come to. Secondly, the coach or the person at the Sycamore High School got to be held accountable. This goes from top to bottom. You got to be held accountable. That person should never be allowed to work in the capacity of those kids again. Because here's what happened, as you just read. The team played on Friday night. This ain't freaking basketball. It's football. Bodies need to heal. You don't play 2 games in 24 hours. And especially, you're going to play 2 games again, and your second opponent is IMG, the number 1 team in the country, the perennial national powerhouse, the measuring stick of all high school football. You're going to play them
on Sunday,
24 hours later.
Yeah.
Think about it. You played the day before.
Got their head tore off. They got their head tore off on Friday.
Once again, whoever is the person that did that, listen, whoever the person or persons who conspired to put the press releases out and hit the send button to ESPN or to Paragon, soliciting the opportunity for that game to be televised, they need to be fired. That ain't supposed to happen. And my thing is this: why didn't you cancel the game on Friday night? See, that's what I'm saying. So the coach he's definitely involved. First of all, why did you not cancel the Friday night game?
Jimmy, usually they don't let football teams play on Friday and then Sunday. Jimmy, they give them a week. Somebody's ass in trouble. Jimmy, you can't play no football games like that, man. Friday and then Sunday. I ain't never heard of that one.
Unbelievable.
I ain't never heard of that. I had to bring that up, y'all. Hey, this internet is undefeated. Undefeated. Unbelievable. What else you got out there, Doc?
Yeah,
James Harden did something this weekend.
Or what it mean to come back and bring this community event back here?
I'm real big on community, and I've been kind of doing that and trying to tap into the community for the eight years that I've been here. So that's not going to change. My impact is much bigger than basketball. So I'm here the whole weekend. J-Town weekend is here to for the city of Houston.
Or what it mean to
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff this weekend, Jimmy. I didn't get a chance. I wasn't gonna go to that stuff. I ain't going. But they had a women's empowerment brunch on Sunday at his restaurant. Y'all got to think about this, man. Think about it. Last year, he gave a lot of these events and he went out and rented other spots. This time, he got his own restaurant. and can come and do this. They had a special dinner for all the people who is in town one night. But yesterday, Jimmy, I think they had this women's empowerment, brought all the women who own businesses and gave all of them, I think, a $5,000 grant. So it's, I mean, hey, we got to, when guys do this in our community, I was thinking about Jimmy. I was listening to a podcast the other day about, they were talking about Kyrie Irving, and he talking about it's a lot of stuff that Kyrie Irving is involved in that he just never talks about, Jimmy. He don't have his media company. He just don't want everybody. I mean, it's that stuff after stuff. I'm gonna share it to y'all one day. Stuff after stuff after stuff. I mean, stuff he does for people. And but shout out to James Harden. He played for the New Jersey Nets now. I mean, yeah, New York Nets now. The Brooklyn Nets. I'm sorry, Brooklyn Nets now. And and he's still giving back to this community. Shout out to him. Thank you for bringing that thing back and still doing H-Town, James H-Town event. They had the softball game. Jimmy, we went to the first one, and we got a chance to see Donovan Mitchell. Oh my God, Jimmy, I can't get it out of my mind. Every time he hit the ball, Jimmy went over there to them people's house over there. I mean, them apartments across the street. They couldn't go. We ain't had nobody over there to go get it. Every time he hit the ball, man, Donovan Mitchell, man. Who else was Jimmy? Travis Scott couldn't hit the ball a lick. Meek Mill.
But Travis Scott can run though.
He can run. Yeah, he can run. You're right. He can run. Yeah, but I just thought it was nice weekend, man. I didn't get a chance to go out and hang with him this weekend, because I ain't going to too many places. So, but shout out to James Harden. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. What else we got, Jimmy?
Yeah. And also one or two other, of course, football news. We can't definitely ignore our brothers and sisters east of us in Louisiana.
Yeah.
After the devastating hurricane that came through on Sunday. As a result, and I tap back into, we'll talk more Rucker on Wood on tomorrow. If you missed this we talked about 30 minutes of it earlier today, and to go back and watch today's show. But want to remind you, one of the coaches who was in attendance, I mentioned earlier, Javon Felix, the former University of Texas guard, who's an assistant coach at Loyola, New Orleans. He traveled to Houston on Sunday morning, avoiding the storm in order to volunteer at Rucker on Wood. Okay, I've been informed that by the head coach this morning that just as it did in Katrina, the entire roof was blown off their gymnasium as a result of the storm at Loyola, New Orleans. They don't know how much other damage is on the campus because of the coach. You can't get to the campus, So they just know that the roof is gone. That much. They have drones and stuff, they fly around nowadays. And so I reached out and coach, and he actually called again while he was on the chop shop. But this real life stuff, man. Real life stuff. And so the thing is, what I put out on Twitter today is those coaches that I mentioned earlier from all those schools, if they come calling for your kids, welcome them, embrace them with open arms. Welcome them. That means those coaches, there are some coaches that's, of course, Larry Cardero at LSU Alexandria and his assistant coach, they had to counsel. Because some coaches, think about it, some coaches had to stay on campus in order to protect your kids. You got to shelter in place, so you can't both be on the road and risk not getting back and then something happened to the kids. I say the kids mean the student athletes, and then the parent going, wait a minute, you just told me you take care of this one like he's your own. Why did you bailed out on him? That's not a good look. So they had to stay. I respect that. Then there's others who just say, man, we good. You know how it is. You wait and see how it goes. Now, some of those same coaches, one or two of them reached out. Hey, I heard it went well. Yeah, I bet you did hear it went well. Bet you probably realized your ass should have been there too. Because you had the opportunity to feast on all of those prospects. You had that opportunity for free. You didn't have to take no coach to Papados. You didn't have to go and kiss nobody's ass. You had the opportunity to go and mingle with all those parents and all those kids in buffet style. That's the thing about it. So I wanted to make sure you guys, look, Javon Felix, that's a hell of a sacrifice, man. He's from New Orleans. He doesn't just work at New Orleans. That's why that's why I'm highlighting him. He's in Texas. Now, guess what? He has brothers from University of T. That's the thing about going to certain colleges. The alumni base. You're going to meet, you have relationships for life. TJ Ford was in the building yesterday. That's his little brother. That's like a little brother to TJ Ford. And TJ Ford. So guess what? If Javon Felix need another hotel room, he don't need to buy no hotel probably for the night. If he can't go back home, guess who's going to probably let him come stay at his crib? TJ Ford.
It's big enough.
That's how
It's big enough.
I mean, but that's how it goes. That's how relationships go.
Guess who else was in town this weekend?
Who that?
Kevin Durant was working out this weekend here with TJ at TJ's new gym. Yeah.
And
you know what, Jim? And I want to I'm glad you highlighted that. You know who I want to highlight today? And people always laugh. This J.R. Smith, man, just chronicling his first week in at the University of North Carolina A&T, Jimmy. I'm just loving. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all following J.R. Smith on I follow him on Twitter. I think they sent me stuff on Twitter. Jimmy, he just said he tweeted, he said, I got to learn how to take better notes. For some reason, I had a hard time on what's important information. I mean, to me, all of it seems important. And Jimmy, I remember I used to think like that when I was a freshman. And he going through this same stuff, y'all. Then he said, man, I've been eating junk food for my whole life. And now I got to quit because I'm learning about nutrition in my class, in my foods class. He said African Americans especially have to cut out so much fast food and sugar in our diabetes. And our rate is way higher than everybody. And then he said he had another tweet. So disappointed in myself the first week, man. I mean, he just chronicling Jimmy going to school, man. He didn't get a chance to go to school. He went straight to the league, and now he just understanding how much fun being a college freshman and the trials and tribulations of a college freshman, a rich college freshman, but he still got to go through the same exact thing. So y'all chronicle his life as a freshman. I am enjoying it. Can't wait till the golf team start crank up. So shout out to J.R. Smith. Great journey, man. I just wanted to share that with y'all. What else you got?
So we got some basketball news. Just as expected, Rondo was waived by the Grizzlies, and he's expected to sign a 1-year deal and to rejoin the Lakers at the exemption of the $2.6 million. And
how many exemptions, Denver? Man, I got to go look at this roster and this salary cap.
They had one slot left.
Jimmy, I'm just going limit. I ain't talking about what's reported. I want to see what's happening. I got to figure this thing out, man. Dude. These dudes who got everybody. Everybody, man. Look at
You
Kim
know what?
Jack. Look at Kim.
If they can pull this off, that's be some of the things. It's one of those things where it's going to be. I think it's going to be very good or it's going to be very bad. And you know, Houston, we've had a taste of that. And so, you guys, if you live in Houston, you keep the same energy that you had back when the Rockets went and got Charles Barkley and a Scottie Pippen, old ass, to go with Clyde Drexler. You know, immediately remember that when they made that this humongous trade and gave up 4 players. I think it was 2.5 starters for Charles Barkley. You remember that, Al? Sent Robert Horry and Sam Cassell, the Phoenix, and you know, got rid of up and just gutted the team, you know, to do that, to make a gamble and got old. And guess what? So if your energy was great then, we got Scottie Pippen, y'all. And guess what? Keep that. Let the Lakers have their moment.
Scottie Pippen came here and stole money. That man came here and robbed Houston. Then talking about Houston still owe him some money.
You know, what he say?
They still owe him some money. They didn't pay him on something. Man, going on somewhere, man. But man, hey, these Lakers, man, hey. Hold on, Jimmy. They had one slot. Oh, they got one slot left. Cause you know they was talking about holding for Kevin Love. You know Kevin Love said, no, I want my Kevin Love doing like a TJ. Man, y'all owe me $60 million. Don't buy me out. I want my whole 60.
Yeah, that's what Kevin Love say. I ain't gotta worry about that. I'm good. Y'all do what you want to do. I'm good. I know I got enough doctors restrictions on me that I can go and claim any one of these and sit down for 2-3 weeks at a time. That's be up to y'all. So that's what he done.
Hey, let me tell you something. I got a feeling them Lakers gonna get their head toe clean off, man. It's something about it.
Don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying, man. Jimmy. I just got a feeling. I don't know. I just got a feeling, man. They gonna get their head. They gonna be. Everybody gonna be pointing for it's Melo's fault. Rondo, we should have left him his ass way. Who else they got on? No, it's Tight Bridges' fault. Then who else fault? Jimmy, I'm just trying to look at the roster. I'm just trying to tell y'all who they gonna blame. Hold on, let me go back. Jimmy, they got 6 Hall of Famers, Jimmy, on the team. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, you know who they gonna blame, Jimmy. They gonna blame Russ. Oh, you know they ain't gonna blame Russ. Who else they gonna blame? Carmelo. Who else? Dwight Howard. Where they gonna say he terrible?
They're not gonna. No, he's not. He's immune. He's not.
Yeah. He ain't gonna. But they gonna blame Melo, Jimmy. They love to blame Melo. And Russ. They gonna get Russ. If something don't happen right, Russ might get traded, Jimmy. Russ got to get traded mid-season, Jimmy. hey, Kim Jackson said they gonna blame me. Kim Jackson, I'm just telling you, man. I'm just looking at the makeup. They got so many blamables. Instead of the Expendables, you know the movie Expendables, Jimmy, they got the blamables. Oh, I'm going to use that. Don't y'all let them people. The blamables. I can't wait to talk to Chris Walker. What else we got to take us on out of here, Jim?
What's the average age of the Lakers this year?
Man, I don't feel like going look. I saw it somewhere.
I'm just curious. I need you to pull it up for me. I don't know, man. I'm just curious. What's the average? I'm just curious. What's the average age of the Lakers this season? You know, I'm thinking it's probably going to be about. I'm guessing probably about 32.
I think it's 34. 36.
No, it can't be 36. No.
Okay.
It can't be. Can't be. Hey, Marissa got it. Y'all let a lady just all you brilliant brains out there.
I'm not paying attention to what Coach Marissa said.
On a Monday, man. She's on it, man. Hey, 31.2. It can't be 36. That's the back end. You know.
Somebody.
No.
Oh, no. Marissa pulled up the first thing. Hold up. Rondo won on the team first. That was 4 days ago, Marissa. Now Rondo old ass that got on the team. That was 4 days ago, Marissa. Come on now. Now they done put Rondo 72, so add his ass to it.
No, man. Rondo, understand, but Rondo is not LeBron's age. So if it was 31.2 and you added Rondo, Rondo came out of high school in like what 2006, something like that.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got something else for y'all. See, Marissa went for that first one. She wanted to be fast.
I'm just curious. What's their average age? I'm just really curious because, I'm looking at the
Then
narrative.
somebody said one publication, Sport News. Sports Nation says 32.4 years old. Michelle, you wrong too. Michelle, wrong too. Y'all got to add in Rondo. Oh, they gonna Paul Miranda. Jimmy, he came. He didn't want but 5 minutes. As of August 10th, it was 31. But they just signed Rondo. Add Rondo old ass to it.
Yeah, you had. I'm just curious. And they'll probably come out with it. So now, what was the age of the Chicago Bulls team with
They was
Jordan?
old too.
And I know they were old when he had Ron Harper and all those guys alongside of him.
They was
And,
old. Okay.
And Oakley.
Let me show it to you. Chris Walker made sure he sent me that.
Oh, he did. Okay, I'm just serious because they had what's his name Chief on the team, I think, for as well. He pushed the damn age.
What Chief?
He averaged.
What Chief?
Robert Parrish. Didn't Robert
He
Parrish
wasn't
play
no damn. They would never been with no Chicago Bulls. No, they had the old ass Bill Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright. I said Chief. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Bill Cartwright.
Yeah, he was about 100 years old. Hold up. Let me look up Chris Walker. I'm glad you brought that up. Chris Walker gonna send me some mess, y'all. He always sending me mess when it can help the Lakers. I got to go back through this message.
Yeah. Pull it up. Just search me. I'm just really curious. We'll engage in that conversation on tomorrow. But I was just curious that way I can know. And I will look it up myself later on this afternoon. But
Dominic Green said 34 years old. That's how old Rondo, 35 or 34. So add that. Just add them two together. Man.
Yeah, and so nothing is, and you look at it, it's worked before because it worked.
It can work, Jimmy.
Bulls.
It can work.
It worked for the Utah Jazz. They didn't get a ring out of the deal,
Jimmy.
but it was fun. Utah Jazz. Remember, John Starks left the Knicks and went over to Utah. Remember on that year, they were like the oldest damn team in the league at the time. They were one of the oldest teams probably ever in modern day history. That Utah Jazz team.
Robert Parrish was on the Bulls in '96.
There you go. I said Chief. I know. I thought I had it right.
I don't remember that. In '96, we weren't winning then. We didn't win that in '96.
What?
Did we? I mean, did they? I'm sorry. I'm talking about we. Hey, I used to like Michael Jordan a little bit secretly. Don't tell Penny that. I told y'all that's why I never had a pair of Air Jordan.
So think about it. So the teams we'll talk about that Bulls team. We'll find out.
Here you go, Jimmy. Check this out. Somebody write this down, y'all. He gonna send me this. This is what Chris gonna send me to Jimmy. Keith Booth was 23. Randy Brown, 29. You gonna write it down, Jimmy? Judd Bushler.
Hold on. I need to I need to save it right on my card for tomorrow. And that way I write on a fresh sheet of paper for tomorrow. Say,
right. Okay. Keith Booth was 23.
Uh-huh.
Randy Brown, 29.
Randy Brown played at U of H for a little while.
Yeah, Judd Bushler was 29. Scott Burrell, 27.
Okay.
Jason Caffey, 24. Ron Harper was 34. Michael was 34. Steve Kerr was 32. Joe Klein, oh my God, 36. Tony Kukoc, 29. Rusty LaRue, 24. Terrible. Luke Longley was 29. Scottie Pippen was 32. Dennis Rodman, 36. Dickie Simpkins was 25. Bill Whittington, 34. David Vaughn was 24. Wow. I did not know. I'm sorry, y'all. I did not know. Thank you, Jimmy. Sorry ass Robert Parrish went over to try to get him a sneak and get him a ring. Hold up. Hold up. He just said, hold up. He said, he sent that to, he just sent that out the blue. I don't know what year it was, Jimmy. Whatever year Michael Jordan was 34 years old. That's all. Chris Walker just wanted to, because I was hating on him and that team. He just wanted to let me know that. But hey, old people can win the game, but I just don't. Listen. I'm telling you, they gonna blame Russell Westbrook and Carmelo. That's all I'm saying. If something go wrong, they gonna blame Russell Westbrook and Melo. I'm just telling you, Jimmy. I know how they are. I just know how they are. Oh, they beat the Bulls in the final. Oh, I was at that game. I don't remember Robert Perry. He must have been on IR.
No, at that time he wasn't. He was a bench. He was like a bench coach.
And Jimmy, I never look at the bench. You're right. I never look at the bench. My bad. Yeah. My bad.
So Chief, and like I said, we'll talk about on tomorrow. This is, because here's the thing. Either you down with the Lakers or you ain't. But at the same time, if you ain't, then don't sit there and you got plenty of reasons why the Lakers probably to go and debate why the Lakers won't become champions next year.
No,
you don't need to fall into that one, because that would be a trap that every other organization that's championship caliber organization has took a gamble on. Every other one has took a gamble on that.
Jimmy, young teams don't win in the NBA. Young teams usually don't win. I think the Milwaukee probably the youngest team that ever won. And they went and guess what they went and did? They went and got old ass PJ Tucker and a little more matured Drew Holiday. So I mean it's older team. Young teams don't usually win. If young teams win, then the Joker and them would have won. The Joker and them got the young talented team. And hey, Jimmy, I don't know when that guy's gonna get healthy, but that guy got kind of unstoppable. That Jamal Murray boy, he kind of one of my guys on my watch list right now. But yes, it was 17 players. That's what Chris Walker sent me back then.
So that team, their average age was 29, and I'm gonna go back and find which 15 made the playoff roster.
Yeah.
Because that makes a difference, because that means that one of those guys like LaRue probably damn sure went on the playoff
and
roster.
David Vaughn didn't play either.
That 20 and Vaughn either. So at 24 years old, from two players will weigh that number down from the real number that probably was 31 years old or something like that, or 32. So I'm gonna check that out and dig deep into that overnight. And also, guys, I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at the Utah Jazz. Remember, the Lakers, this ain't their first time doing it, but it was kind of funny. Last time they did it, it wasn't this degree of angst around the nation. Of course, we got social media that feeds into it and plays a big part. But remember, Lakers remember they went and got Karl Malone? You remember they went and got Gary Payton? You remember that? To become a big three? But how did that work out? But and guess what?
No,
that
but
might have been
Laker team. They got LeBron James, man.
This exactly though. I'm saying this could work.
It can work.
That one was the last time. This could work. And the thing is, if you think for a minute that Russell Westbrook, who don't like to come out of games, is going to have the same mentality alongside LeBron James, you done lost your mind. Everybody makes sacrifices when you're on the side of something great. He gonna make a sacrifice. That's like, seriously. He's going to make a sacrifice.
He better.
He's not going to shoot every damn ball. You can guarantee and rest assured he's not going to do that with this team. Now the problem would be, we know Russ can go triple-double. That's all they need Russ to do. is still flirt with triple doubles. They don't need 30-point Russ. They don't need 30-point Russ. Seriously, in order to make this thing happen. Now, I'm talking about on the average. They don't need them to average 25 a game. They don't need him to average that. He can do that. They don't need him to average that. They just need Russ to flirt with triple doubles.
All I'm gonna say, they're gonna blame Russ.
Because it's gonna be on Russ and LeBron. It's gonna be on Russ. Don't forget, man, they got Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, we know he was limping last year. A healthy Anthony Davis is scary. You saw that dude got back in form, how he was performing. We saw that. They have the tools to make it very interesting. They have a lot of players. They have a player. The thing is, if LeBron and Carmelo, which we know he's going to accept that role now. This ain't Carmelo in Houston. I ain't come off no bench behind. Well, I understand that, coming off the bench behind that dude who ain't bust a grape ever since he left Houston. Who the hell was that?
Went to Cincinnati. He went to Cincinnati. I forgot his name.
Who the hell was that? You can't think about it. Think about that. Think about how that feel. You know you a Hall of Famer, and they telling you that you got to come off the bench behind this dude. I really feel it took me a while to feel. I feel Melo with that. Y'all lost y'all damn mind.
I ain't mad at Melo with that.
And especially when we talked about it, Heather. Carmelo Anthony at that time, guys, when he came to the Rockets, he had a starting
James Ennis.
record.
James Ennis. Thank you, Herb.
James freaking Ennis from the Detroit.
Thank you, Herb.
At the time, Carmelo was close to eclipsing, I think, Patrick Ewing's consecutive games started record. Carmelo was about to break the record for the most games started in the NBA as an NBA player. The most consecutive games started. He was in reach. And you're going to put this man on the bench when he right there about to break the record. He wasn't a single digit.
All I'm going to tell y'all is they going to add to their trainers. Jimmy, do you know how much ice packs going to be there? Ice bags and them little old bitty machines going to be on that bench? You know how many them polar train they gonna have to add to their training staff, Jimmy. They gonna have almost 2 trainers per person. Cause Jimmy, as soon as they come out, they gonna have somebody gonna have ice up here, somebody gonna have ice on their ass. Jimmy, let me tell you something, man. It's 82 games, man. So it's gonna be different. I'm interested. All I'm saying, when something go wrong, Russ, it's Melo, it's Russ. Russ don't like everybody. Russ crazy. So, hey.
Say, man, I mean, and you know what? One thing about it, they don't, on paper, they don't have no more words at the point guard.
Oh, hell.
Between LeBron, Russ, Rondo.
Yeah.
They don't have any more worries at the point guard in the postseason. Any. Expect for load management for the Lakers to be at a premium because they already know they're not playing for first place. They can kill it. I really believe that. They're just going to play for one of them spots, and they're going to try their best to avoid 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's what I think.
Dude, I'm telling you, Jimmy, I'm just thinking about it. Jimmy, just watch the activity. Y'all remember I told you, watch the activity. How many training staff gonna be there when them old dudes come off that bench and come out the game? Just watch. What's them little guns, the little pistols, Jimmy, they gonna have an overload of them. Y'all know the little massage machines, Mike, what you call them? They got different brands. Jimmy, that's gonna have, oh my goodness. I mean, dude, they gonna be Jimmy, they gonna have a double barrel shotgun. He gonna be doing him, and the other guy gonna be doing the other guy. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait. It's all right though. But I ain't gonna lie, Jimmy. I like the nerve of them doing it. I just don't want to support the Lakers, but the votes, they're the votes machine. Thank you, Bob. Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
And so we're getting ready to land the
Yes,
plane,
get out
guys.
of
And of course, we want to get you guys to, if you could, just share the show one more time
Yes, sir.
on your way out the door. On this good Monday, man, we covered a lot of topics,
Yeah.
left a lot on the table. We'll talk about a lot of stuff on tomorrow. We'll talk about the track and field and the Jamaican.
Oh yeah.
The trio going 1, 2, 3 again. And could this be the best trio in the history of women's track
Jimmy,
and
my
field?
girl won. Shirley Frazier won one of them now. You didn't know Shirley Ann Frazier won. Harrell didn't win the one in Switzerland. Shirley Ann Frazier got her.
No, she didn't. So really,
It went 1, 2, 3, but Shirley Ann Frazier, then Shirley Ann Frazier, she bowed out that next one. Then Harrell went and won the next one in the next city. All these old cities over there. But yeah. Oh yeah. She got out of Jim. she got out of one of them.
what was Sha'Carri? So why she ain't running right now? I'm just asking for a friend.
Jimmy, somebody keeps saying Percy Miller to U of H is official.
Mercy.
Mercy Miller. But guess what? It ain't but one person that said it. Coach ain't call you. They call Percy. Huh? That's Sensei. So put that on her. I mean,
well, no, his daddy put it on Instagram, and so yeah, it's he's a young boy though. He played with the JL3 15U team.
Oh, so he got okay. He can't commit right now. No way.
Yeah, he can commit. He can't sign.
He can't sign no way now. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, but guess what though? Guess what? No. Hold on though. You buy the rumor, sell the fact. That's why I say, even if you ain't gonna go there, he has a chance to go and understand. Money. Certain people, money ain't gonna move like that. Meaning that you can't dangle the dollar in front of him because he's a rich kid. So, we don't tell him what he's gonna do.
Right.
He's only a 10th grader right now.
Oh, okay. That ain't even. I'm sorry. If I'd have knew he was in 10th grade, I wouldn't even said nothing about it. I ain't worried about that mess. Yeah.
And
all right.
so we what we'll do is I'll reach out.
Jimmy, was Sha'Carri here this weekend for James Harden weekend? Hunt Snoop? Was she here this weekend? That's why she wasn't in Switzerland.
Which Snoop? Oh, the real Snoop.
Yeah,
the
the real
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about maybe the Snoop from Off the Wire.
No. no, that was somebody just playing. Sha'Carri could have been here this weekend, man. Hey.
So, well, I was just curious, but just on that. But also speaking of this past weekend, shout out to all the good people up in DFW. Great service.
Oh, you made it up there?
Yeah, I flew up there on Saturday for Cynthia Guillory's homegoing service, and it was a great service there. Shout out to Corey Henderson and Paul Miranda, who provided my airport shuttle services to and from DFW. Be back in town this weekend for the services for Irvin Big E Davis. And if Sandra goes, then I'm gonna probably drive because I'm gonna stay overnight no matter what. But if she goes and I probably drive, then probably I'm thinking I could fly, but I don't I ain't decided yet. But I'll be in town on that deal on Saturday this weekend for them. And I also want to give a shout out to one of the good friends of the family, man. Man, there's so many deaths in the past 2 years. I don't know what it is, boy. But it's
you don't know what it is?
I mean, everybody ain't COVID. Everybody ain't COVID. It just, man, funeral homes is just getting it, boy. They getting it. Funeral home. It shouldn't be a broke funeral home in the world right now. But Mr. Bobby Washington. Sorry, Mr. Bobby Washington. Anybody that live in the Houston Gardens area, over off of near Apache Park, they know the Washington family. We have often Cedric Washington will come and visit us on the Chop Shop. His father, Mr. Bobby Washington, passed away. And I'm sad to learn that, man. I got to go over to the family's house today and pay my respects and give my support for Miss Bobby. It was funny because that's one of those couples how they've been married for 50 years, and the husband and the wife both named Bobby. So you got Mr. Bobby and Miss Bobby. So shout out to them. I'll make sure to get over there and hope Cedric, just got to stay strong, man. This happened just like that, Hatter. Just like that. He wasn't sick too. Just like that. He was okay just a couple of weeks ago. It was all good. All of a sudden you go in the hospital, pow. And that was a COVID situation. So my thing is, man, a lot of people, man, this COVID is hitting hard, man. It's hitting hard. So, if you haven't had
you go out in these streets, you couldn't tell it.
Yeah, but if you go out and you ain't been vaccinated, guess what? I don't even want to hear your sob story. I don't want to hear your plea for everybody to take the shot. I don't even want to hear a plea from nobody on their deathbed. And I don't even want, I don't even know why we get those attention. Because somebody was giving you a plea when they were on it. You wasn't listening to them. So why the hell you think somebody's gonna listen to you? So nobody gonna take plea. Even your family, probably they're gonna make them show up. People gonna believe what they want to believe. They gonna do what they want to do. Just be accountable. That's all I can tell them. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Good news. We'll talk about the U of H, more about that University of Houston story on tomorrow. Once again, Mercy Miller, who starred for the JL3 15 and under this past summer, a 2024 standout from up in Minnesota, has committed to University of Houston. And so that's awesome. So if you're in the class of 2024, that's the bar right there. U of H made it to the Final Four. A lot of people, I'm just letting you know that's the bar. It's set. Well, anyway, Hatter, let's slide on down Dino's back, man.
I'm out of here, baby.
And Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Monday. We'll talk more on tomorrow. We'll talk some baseball as well. And find out, want to find out how did them Dodgers do. Rod Wells, how did the Dodgers do yesterday?
Somebody got beat by. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody got 15. What Mindy at? Somebody got 15 put on their head. 13 something. Somebody got a double figure put on their head. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. That's all.
All I know is the Astros won 2 out of 3. Oakland did not win 2 out of 3. So we gained ground on Oakland. We gained ground and increased the lead on Oakland. Seattle, they didn't win 2 out of 3 this past weekend.
Houston Oilers.
We in good shape.
Oh, y'all in good shape, but I don't like that whooping y'all just got. I saw that. I thought it was a typo at the bottom of the screen. I called ESPN been messing up so much lately, Jimmy, with the football games. I thought they had a typo. And Mindy, hold up. It's so convenient Mindy didn't come on today. Oh, my goodness. That's why. I see why now. But we out of here, man.
Yeah, man. And so, who in first place? The Astros in first place, Walter Yates. Who's in first place? Hey, the White Sox beat the stuffing out the Cubs as well. Shout out to them. We talk more baseball tomorrow, but guys, meanwhile, now shout out the show on your way out the door. It's time to slide down Dino's back and Yabba Dabba do this thing. I got to run some errands on this Monday, man. We'll talk more Ruck on Wood tomorrow as well. You guys make sure you spread the word about the Chop Shop. Hey, your midday sports happy hour, the best 120 minutes of your day. Chop Shop. We right back at you in 22 hours. Peace. We up out here.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the chop shop. We in the chop shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the chop shop. We in the chop shop, we live in the chop shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the chop